What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. And if you are new here, my name is Val and welcome to my channel. So today's going to be a part 3 to 5 types of people to stay away from. So if you haven't checked out part 1 and part 2, please go check that out because this video is going to be a part 3. All right. So number 1 is the narcissist. A narcissistic person is a very dangerous person to be around. And they usually lack empathy. They disregard other people's feelings. They can't take any type of criticism at all. And they have a high sense of self importance and an excessive need for admiration. They lack empathy and they feel like a lot of people are beneath them and they can only be around a certain group of people, right? Special people. And they usually like to talk down on other people. And it's like they sit like on a high horse, right? And that other people are beneath them and they can only be around a certain type of people. But overall, a narcissistic person is a very dangerous person to be around because they like to play a lot of mind games with you. And sometimes when you call them out when they're wrong, they usually find a way to bring it back around and blame you for it, right? So they are very dangerous to be around, all right? Very manipulative, and just stay away from a narcissistic person, all right? So, number 2 is abusers, whether it's physical abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse, right? Stay away from people who are abusive, right? You don't want to be around somebody who's just abusive, right? Whether it be physical, mental, or emotional. Stay away from people like that. You don't want to be around somebody who's verbally abusive, who can't control their tongue, who can't control their anger, right? Their form of communication is by being verbally abusive, right? That's not a healthy person. So you don't want to be around somebody who is verbally abusive, somebody who loves putting their hands on other people, right? Someone who's physically abusive. They don't see anything wrong with putting their hands on other people, right? They can't control their anger. So their way of lashing out is putting their hands on others. Mental abuse. Some people like to play mind games with people and manipulate others, right? They like to get in other people's minds. They like to tell them what to do. They like to control how they think, right? They like to have people question their reality. So people who play mind games with people are very dangerous as well. So number 3 is the argumentative person. This person is always arguing with somebody about something, right? It could be the smallest thing and they just love to argue, right? They feel like they just constantly have to argue and they feel like this is their way of proving themselves. And they don't understand that everything doesn't need to be an argument, right? You can state your claim, you can prove your point, you can share your opinion without having to argue, right? Especially nowadays, online, it's like people wake up ready to argue with somebody, right? They wake up just angry, ready to be keyboard warriors and argue with somebody in the comment section, right? It's like people just love arguing with people, and it's like a lot of people are just looking to be right. Like, you don't get a badge of honor for being right. So if you need to share your opinion or you just have a thought, whatever it is, right, you can share that without having to argue with that person. All right. So the argumentative person just loves to argue up and down. They swear they're never wrong. And that's just the type of person that they are. They just love to argue. Arguing is fun to them. So, number 4 is the chronic complainer. This person is always complaining about something, right? This person is not a solution oriented person at all. They're not solution based. They just love to complain about the same things over and over, and they don't come up with a plan for what they're complaining about. They come to you all the time and they're complaining, right? Let's say they're complaining about a job that they hate, and they constantly come to you and tell you how much they hate this job, but they never come up with a solution, right? Over time, that gets exhausting and draining, right? Constantly having to hear the same thing over and over. And you even bring solutions to that person, but they don't take no action, right? This person is just a chronic complainer and they never take any type of action. They don't come up with resolutions. They just complain 24/7. So, lastly, is energy drainers. This person drains your energy. They're overly demanding. They're excessively needy. They're constantly seeking attention without reciprocating anything, right? And being around energy drainers is very exhausting and tiring, right? When you're around this person, you feel like when you're done speaking to them, you literally feel drained. You feel tired. You feel like this person sucked the life out of you and all of your energy, right? Energy is very real. So when you're around this person, you feel like this person is just draining you, right? And the minute you're not around them, you feel like you have to recharge, you have to recoup because you're just so tired, right? It's your spirit is just drained, right? Because this person has literally sucked the life out of you. They're constantly complaining about something, they're talking your head off about something, and it's just draining. That's just the energy that they bring around, right? So energy is very real. Some people will literally suck the life out of you and have you just tired and exhausted, right? To the point where you feel like you need a whole day to recharge and come back to normal. All right. So I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video.